All right, guys, I think we're there. I'm pretty happy with that. And we have some weather. As always, seem to have some crazy weather. And the thing stopped and it stood up. And we're like, that is no buffalo. That's a grizzly bear. Hey guys, Chris here. Today I'm at Ebbetts Pass, California. It's the highest pass that goes over the Sierra Nevada mountains at 8,763 feet. We're gonna go up there, and then from that point, I'm going to a high mountain valley and we're backpacking in for the night. Also, we have some weather. As always, it seems like I got some crazy weather, and I'm hearing thunder and it's starting to rain. That is next. Okay, so I pulled over. This Highway 4 that goes over this Ebbetts Pass in the Sierras here is it's a narrow road. It's like a lane and a half, and raining really hard, and we had hail even. So I decided to pull over, give things a little rest. What's interesting is I see a big blue patch up ahead, so I'm hoping as I head towards this pass, the weather gets behind me and gives me more options to camp or backpack tonight, but we shall see. But yeah, we got hail and raining pretty good right now, so. Okay guys, I had to show you this. It is August 7th. It's happens to be my birthday, by the way. But it looks like snow right here, doesn't it? This is all this hail piled up, and I just pulled over to the side of the road here and stepped out in the woods. It smells incredible, but look at all this hail. It's like a snowstorm that just happened. So anyways, I just had to kind of experience some snow while I was here. Here's the... What the hail? All right, we just passed Ebbetts Pass, so now I'm looking for my valley here. Whoa! Yeah, we got a interesting weather going on tonight. Okay, so I got through the rainstorm, came down the other side of the mountain, and I'm on this valley here. It's called Pacific Creek. And I got to the trailhead, packed everything up, got it all in my backpack right there. And I'm on the trail. We got through the weather though. It wasn't raining on this side, and the thunder was still going off. But now I'm just heading up the trail, but trying to get up here before it gets too dark. It's about 6:15, so I got some time to work with, but I gotta make some things happen. And I was hoping to hit this meadow right here, but there's a big fence along it. I think it's to keep the pack horses out. This is a pack trail that I'm on, and so they have pack strings of horses that come through here, carry the people's gear and stuff. So I guess I'm my own pack horse tonight. So anyways, we're gonna find a spot, set up camp, get some dinner going. Okay guys, I'm in the main part of the valley here, and a lot of wildflowers right here. Check that out. Very nice. The creek is fairly low and hardly flowing, but there is water in it, so there's a water source if I need it. I brought plenty of water though, but yeah, I'm saying Indian paintbrush. Well, actually no, those are some kind of a honeysuckle and lupine, all kind of stuff going on here still. And it's August, like I said, so very cool. Yeah, but you can see the creek still got some flow to it, but not a whole lot. So, but I wanted to camp in the meadow here somewhere, so I'm going to head up towards a little farther up the valley here, and just a beautiful wild valley. Some great peaks back here, and the one off to the right here, I was thinking that way. I was thinking about climbing that tomorrow morning. It's going to be a good workout, but it's called Bullrun Peak. And I believe this one over here, let's see, right there. Let's see, that's Bullrun Peak. And then this one, I think that's Henry Peak. I kind of scoped this valley out before, and that's the headwaters of this creek here, so pretty cool. Okay, I think I found a spot here. Nice level ground. It's grassy, so it's going to be kind of spongy. I got some good protection with the trees around me, just for some cover and wind protection if the wind comes up. And there's some cliffs or rock formations back here. It might be a nice place to do my cooking, sitting on one of these big flat rocks up here. Little ways back there, but that's fine. That's what I need to do, is have my kitchen be a ways from the my camp spot. So okay, so that storm is still kind of swirling around the valley here. A lot of thunder going on behind me, and it's just been threatening the last 20 minutes or so. Super calm, right? But then now it's kind of changing. So it might have been the calm before the storm, so I got to really put everything together quickly here. It's so quiet right now. My ears are ringing because I've been driving today and I was in that storm, and it just was kind of a loud day. And then there is zero wind. There's no cars, traffic, not even thunder anymore. It's just, it's great. Love it. Okay, so here's what we're having. I had this on ice in the car, and then I had it frozen before I left the house. And we have some Atlantic salmon right here. And then with that, we're going to be adding some vegetables that I got, this vegetable medley. All right, put the rocket on the canister here. All right, well, that weather seems to have calmed down once again. So, but that thunder, and it started to rain, and it was really kind of all happening again. Gotta say, I was feeling a little anxious, like, okay, we got to get everything going here before I get into a downpour. But anyways, we got everything set up. Anyways, fuel canister holder, I can't recommend that enough. I have some fresh olive oil here. That should really help out with my cooking. I tend to, when I do salmon, I tend to cook on the skin side first, just because it's a little bit of a slower cook on that side because of the skin. Vegetable cutting on my dollar store cutting board, so I'll get that going as well. Yeah, you know, even if I don't cook these thoroughly, it's veggies and they're just going to be a little crunchy, that's all. So, the salmon I'm going to get right, but yeah, we'll just break these guys up a little bit. I'm going to make them really small, and then they will cook a little bit quicker like that. I'm going to take these cherry tomatoes and just cut them right in half. Some of the juice will come out. Perfect. There we go. Look at that. See, this side's going to cook a lot faster now. I'm going to slide them off by hand here. Get too much of the chef thing going on, I'll spill them all over the ground here. There we go. This is why you cook away from your camp. Make any messes. I'm quite a ways from my little setup. I got to be over 100 yards or something. I'm just came way down the meadow, and then I came up into the trees here, and I was really concerned about the rain, so wanted to get the perfect spot in case it was a downpour, because I'm going to cook this one way or the other. But oh, look at that. Very nice. Like I said, if I don't get the veggies perfect, that's okay. They're still veggies. Alright guys, I think we're there. I'm pretty happy with that. It's a little thicker piece of salmon, so I had to cook it a little bit longer, but I think we're there. The veggies are just about done. Another minute, but I am ready to eat. I think I'm going to eat right out of the skillet too, so. The veggies are just fine. A little crunchy, but I kind of like them. They're like they came off the grill, which I like that. It's fun to cook the veggies on the grill with the salmon. So, Look how flaky this is too. That was good. Well, it looks like that storm passed. I guess we dodged a bullet on that, but that's fine. I'm ready. I was ready for it. I wasn't sure I wanted to deal with it, but just Just doing a little bit of cleanup on the frying pan. There wasn't much to clean up, but I'm down at the creek here. So I got some rocks and sand in there. That's going to really clean it up. Added a little bit of all-natural detergent. Just a little bit of dish detergent. I'll clean that up. Got a fresh one, but that should do it. There we go. Looking good, looking good. Okay, I decided with the ground being really wet from the rain, I've decided I wanted a campfire, just a small one, not doing any cooking on it. So, but I was able to find some rocks, took some work, but we got just enough here to make a small fire. Plus there's a lot of dirt around the perimeter of the fire there, so it should be nice and safe. Okay, I managed to find a decent amount of firewood in the dark here, so obviously the Petzl headlamp, 450 lumens, really helped out with that. But I think we are ready to go here. All right, making the teepee fire here. That seems to work the best, especially with a small kindling like this. And just keep building it up, as I say. But this stuff is very dry, and I was able to find some in the woods tonight. And this stuff burns fast too. So this is all I need, those little fire to end the day. Yeah, this fire is really nice. It was starting to really cool down earlier after I ate, and it's just kind of nice having a fire, like I said, to end the day. So, but yeah, I don't know if you guys don't know this, but I used to work in Yellowstone National Park. I spent 3 summers there, and back in the early 80s, 1983. I'm an older guy. Like I said, I had a birthday today, but I'm not going to tell you what that number was. But I was at the community college, and I went to the job service in the campus there. They have like a little job service office, and I saw this cork board, and it had this brochure on it that said, "Work in Yellowstone for the summer." And it had a little geyser printed on it, and it was like about this big. And I went, that's really interesting. What's that about? So I pulled it down, and they made a copy of it for me, and I read the thing. And they had jobs out in Yellowstone working at the stores and the little restaurants and the gas stations, things like that. So I got me a job working as a cook, a fry cook in the fountain at Canyon Village in Yellowstone. Canyon Village is where the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone and the lower falls and all of that is great stuff. It's right in the middle of the park, and it's a big park. It's still one of the biggest parks. I think it's still the biggest park in the lower 48 states. I think it's 3.5 million acres or something. But great place to work. And I was there 83, 84, and 86. And got some good friends still that I know from that time, and I still see them. My friends Ed, Pat, and Tom. We all used to go fly fishing and backpacking. That's where I really got into backpacking, was Yellowstone. And I also, my wife, we met there. Well, we met before we went there, but we went there together, and then we were married. But that's where we really started dating. But unfortunately, we got divorced just a few years ago. But still have contact and everything like that. So, but yeah, it was a great experience. I had 2.5 days off every week. They paid us next to nothing, gave us room and board, And we were out in the backcountry all the time, got away from the tourists, the main tourist attractions and things. But there's a lot of backcountry that people never hardly go to because most everybody's in the main part of the park along the roads. There's so much to see along the roads that they just don't go well into the backcountry. But there are grizzly bears. There's pretty much everything. There's wolves now there, bison, elk, coyotes, foxes, and everything. Black bears, grizzly bears. So the first year I was there, we were hiking. My friends and I were hiking, and we went to a Pelican Valley, and that is just north of Yellowstone Lake, which is like the largest freshwater lake, I think, in the world at that elevation. It's a very, very high elevation lake. It's got, I think, over 1,000 miles of shoreline. Massive lake, though. And we were in the Pelican Valley, and we were fishing that day, and then two of the guys went home, back out the valley, and then me and my friend Tom, we went further into the valley to set up camp for the night at one of the trails and one of the campsites. And we were back there probably 7 miles, maybe 8 miles or something. And all of a sudden I see him, we're in a meadow, and we're on the trail, and I see him, and he drops his pack and he starts moving through the meadow kind of in a hurry towards a tree. And I went, what is he doing? And then I look up and I see a sow grizzly, which is a female grizzly, and two cubs coming down the trail towards me, straight towards me. They were probably 75, maybe 100 feet away, maybe 125 feet away, something like that. I can't quite remember. And I was like, oh, there's a grizzly bear coming towards me. And this was back before they had pepper spray for grizzly bears. And I decided, okay, so I took the pack off, set it down, and I headed over through the meadow to the same tree. So both him and I were climbing up this tree just to get into a safe position. He didn't chase us up the tree, but we climbed up this tree to get, in case something goes wrong, we want to be in the safest place possible. And we both get up to pretty high up this tree, maybe 10, 12 feet. We turn around, we look back at the trail where the bear was. We don't see the bear. It's like, where did the grizzly bear go? That was almost worse than seeing him because we were hoping to see him walk on through that way, and then we were going to go that way. And so we sat up in this tree for the longest time, and the sun was starting to come down. So we climbed down, we hiked out to the main valley, Pelican Valley, and we were just about to go down into the valley and kind of figure out what we were going to do. We're going to go back to the car, figure something out. And we looked, and we both saw this shape moving down a slope. And we're like, is that a buffalo? What is that? And Tom said, let's make some noise and see what it does. And so I whistled really loud. I got this super loud whistle. That kind of thing. And the thing stopped and it stood up. And we're like, that is no buffalo. That's a grizzly bear. And at that same time, we looked over to the other side and we saw two more shapes. And we're like, okay, now we're having like a grizzly convention going on. We saw 3 bears shapes moving around the valley. And we're like, I don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to stay together, keep our heads. And then as it was getting dark, and it was almost dark, and we saw this campfire at the farther up the opposite end of the valley that we came out. And we decided to hike to that, and we hiked right through the sagebrush, right straight for this light, and we asked these 3 guys that were there if we could spend the night, because we saw a bunch of bears, and they said, yeah, that'd be no problem. They had a big old campfire. We had dinner there. It was great, and everything was great. The bears weren't chasing us, but we saw them, and at that time of night, you just don't want to see animals like that moving around, because, you're like walking right in the middle of it. So anyways, that was one of my experiences in Yellowstone. But yeah, great fishing, lots of hikes. I've done several peaks down there. The Thunder and Baronet Peak up in the northeast corner, that's where they got the wolves, a couple of the main packs anyways, up in the Lamar Valley. That's a great part of the park. And Electric Peak, Mount Washburn, and several others that I hiked to. But yeah, great time there. That's what really got me into backpacking, got me really into the outdoors. But I grew up camping, and my family liked to take us camping regularly, and we'd go to the Black Hills a lot, and up in northern Minnesota, up a place called Interstate Park, which is along the St. Croix River, and that's a national scenic river there, and there was cliffs there, and beautiful river, canoeing, and great camping up there, but a lot of fun. My brother and I would really enjoy all of that stuff, so yeah, that's where I started. Anyways, I'm gonna let this fire kind of play out here, and then I think I'm gonna turn in. I'm gonna get up early, make a nice breakfast, and then we're gonna see if we can tackle this mountain behind me here. All right, guys, we'll see you in the morning. That's fun hanging around the campfire. Hey, good morning, guys. It's about 6:15 in the morning, and before I make breakfast, I'm gonna get a few pictures while the lighting is good. Morning and evening are really the best time to do landscape photography. You get that nice warm light, and it's kind of almost like spotlighting the mountain today. But that's where we're going to go this after breakfast, is Bullrun Mountain. Hike up there to this pass and go check that out. But let's get some pictures. The plants and flowers are making great foreground for the picture, and then I obviously got the mountain as background. It'd be nice to have some clouds for the light to work with, but all right, coming together. All right, there's my breakfast, guys. That's gonna help me out today, so. All right, I got everything packed up. Gonna head back to the trail. The trail is gonna take me to the pass, and then from the pass I can go to the peak. So, gonna be a good day. Okay, so here's right about where I am. There's this junction of this creek, and we're right here in this meadow, Bullrun Peak, and Bullrun Peak is just inside the Carson Iceberg Wilderness, and we are just outside of that, but we're gonna hit this Bullrun Creek trail up to the pass right there, and there it is. That's 9,495 feet. That's a little higher than I thought it was. That's awesome. Okay, I decided I'm gonna ditch my backpack here at the edge of this meadow. Perfect place for it. And I'll take the food bear canister and I'll walk that off from the pack. And then I'm gonna use my ultralight Osprey here, packable. It's gonna give me the best chance to get up there. All right, guys. Well, I gotta say, this is more mountains than I've seen in a long time. Reminds me of my days in Yellowstone, upper Lamar Valley, Beartooth Wilderness, that corner of the park, a lot of peaks up there. This is very similar. A lot of lava peaks around here, and granite mixed in with granite. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not going to do this last stretch of the mountain here. There's a last hump here to go because it's loose composite rock, very, very loose. And I went to the base of it, and it's just rock after rock after rock, and pretty technical to climb that and not get in any trouble. Start a little landslide or something. So I'm happy right here. It's been a great trip, great hike, and thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And like and subscribe. And as always, keep hiking.